Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys jab at Commanders headlines NFL Week 12 trolls. Multiple teams were on a bye during Week 12, but there was no rest for the trolls, led by a chaotic divisional matchup. The Dallas Cowboys took a 27-17 lead against the Washington Commanders, with 2:49 left in the game, seemingly icing a victory. Just over a minute later, Austin Seibert hit a 51-yard field goal for Washington. The Commanders forced a Cowboys 3-and-out to regain possession with 40 seconds. Quarterback Jayden Daniels then connected with wide receiver Terry McLaurin for an 86-yard touchdown. But Seibert missed the extra point attempt and Dallas scored a touchdown on Washington's ensuing onside kick to secure the victory. Every win counts in the hotly contested NFC West, and the Seattle Seahawks earned a big one. In a low-scoring affair, a defensive highlight proved to be the difference. Seattle pushed ahead 13-3 after a 69-yard pick-six from cornerback Kobe Bryant in the third quarter. Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith threw for 254 yards plus a touchdown and interception. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray had 285 passing yards and an interception. Murray, an avid Call of Duty player, was the main target of a troll from Seattle. The Seahawks posted a graphic of their mascot playing Call of Duty and laying out the Cardinals' mascot. Murray stood on the side expressing a desire for ranch, a reference to him trying New York pizza during Arizona's bye week. The Green Bay Packers dominated the San Francisco 49ers at Lambeau Field. The 28-point win marked their largest margin of victory against the 49ers in series history. Packers running back Josh Jacobs had 106 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, becoming the third Packers player in the past 35 seasons with 100 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns in a game. Green Bay quarterback Jordan Love had 163 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. The huge win came with a simple troll from the Packers after the game, referencing the 1849 Gold Rush. Commanders All-Pro has painful reaction to Cavonte Turpin, TD. Allowing a 99-yard kickoff return by Cavonte Turpin for a touchdown after pulling to within 4 points summed up the mistake-ridden day suffered by the Washington Commanders against the Dallas Cowboys in Week 12, a day that prompted an emotional response from All-Pro special teams ace Jeremy Reeves. The Commanders' safety took the blame for Turpin's unlikely and spectacular runback that helped the Cowboys win 34-26 at Northwest Stadium. Speaking to reporters, including the Washington Post's Nikki Jabvala, after the game on Sunday, November 24, Reeves showed how personally he was taking the defeat. He admitted, "I made that play 1,000 times, man. 1,000 times, hundreds of times. It's repetition. I didn't make it today, and it cost us." Reeves finished by saying "that's on me, man," before he was unable to continue with the interview. The raw honesty from Reeves was tough to watch, but highly commendable as a means of taking accountability after a bitter defeat. His sense of frustration was palpable after the Commanders lost a third game in a row, this one against a division rival they should have beat with room to spare. Special teams gaffes are the reason the Commanders let one slip to their familiar foes from the NFC East. Those mistakes are the reason why Reeves won't carry the burden of disappointment alone. Reeves and company couldn't lay a glove on Turpin, but they weren't the only members of football's third phase who let the Commanders down. So did place kicker Austin Seibert, who faces intense criticism after missing 2 extra points. Seibert's most costly error occurred when he shanked a PAT after Terry McLaurin's miracle touchdown catch gave the Commanders a chance to tie. Like Reeves, Seibert struggled to contain his emotions when asked to recount how things had gone wrong. Seibert, who had been a hero after a 7-field goal debut earlier in the season, also followed Reeves' lead by taking full responsibility for the miss, despite a bad snap. He told reporters the snap didn't make a difference at all. "It's on me," per 7 News DC's Scott Abraham. A 3-game losing skid has put the Commanders at a crossroads. Football's third phase was culpable against the Cowboys, but a once explosive offense led by rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels is also faltering. Daniels threw a pair of interceptions and took 4 sacks against a fired-up Dallas defense. By contrast, the Commanders' D gave up 4.5 yards per carry to running back Rico Dowdle. Problems are mounting in all 3 phases. It means head coach Dan Quinn and his staff have plenty to do before, during, and after the team's bye week in Week 14. That work should begin with fixing the special teams. What did Commanders coach Dan Quinn, Washington players say after crazy loss to Dallas Cowboys? After the Washington Commanders lost 34-26 to the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday, Coach Dan Quinn and the Commanders players met with the media. Here's everything they had to say. "All right, we can get rolling. What I told the team after the game was that this is the most challenged we've been in our time together. And I reminded them, it's not enough to learn the lessons, but we have to apply them. Love the fight that we have, fight games, close games, but we've got to apply them, learn the lesson of finishing the ball, whatever that might apply to. We've got to make sure we do that. And so, I remind them it's never about one play. And so, that execution falls on all of us players and coaches, and I firmly believe that. And so, we'll get to it tomorrow. We'll look at the tape and get right to the truth of it all. So, all that said, let's get rocking with you guys." On an injury update on RB Austin Eckler, general manager, Adam Peters, and I just had a chance to visit with him now, so he'll do more tests tonight, but it was a concussion. On his thoughts on all 3 phases today, my view, I thought what a wild special teams moment of block punts, kicks, kickoff returns, blocked field goals, just a number of things going to that spot. I thought defensively, team played well in 3rd down into that spot to go. So, I was pleased to see some of that, but just not enough plays for us on 3rd downs offensively to really win it. So, unusual game for sure, but that's the division and wild games battling for it, but more than anything that's what I shared with them about applying those lessons we learned. On K. Austin Seibert's performance and on the kick return unit, yeah, for sure. I can hit you on all of them. And I want to look at them all to see, make sure, usually on a kick it's usually the operation too. Everything to make sure, snap, hold, kick, all of that to go. I know on one of the extra points, looked like it hit the ground. I didn't have the same broadcast view that you guys did, but that's what I saw. And so, he is working through that. We've had that come up before, so that's the balance of getting underneath and going so you don't have low kicks. As far as the one at the end, honestly, I thought like it's going to be a good kick, you got him pinned down. Anytime you can get it to bounce you think you're in good shape, but Dallas Cowboys Wr. Cavanti, Turpin, made a couple good moves and got an explosive one to go. But I loved our attitude when we'd have to score what that would be to go get us into this fight, get a 4-minute stop. I don't know how long the last few minutes looked, but it seemed like there was a season of teachable moments that would go on. And so, I love what we stand for the finish, and I'm wanting those lessons to be applied earlier in the ball game. On the start the team had today compared to early in the season, yeah, I want to make sure like this confidence is rolling whoever we're playing. And I don't want it to go up and down and up and down. So again, I look back at the tape and the best part of this is you get to go dig in and go forward again, man. But from a performance side, is there plenty to clean up on? You bet. And you don't want to miss an opportunity, and when you got a home game and going forward in the division, you want to take advantage of those. And when you miss them, it stings. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Dan Quinn? Leave your opinion in the comments.